From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation, and I'm so delighted that you're here, because here we help you to improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career. And one of the things I teach people around the world in my seminars is the fact that you should make yourself a sign like the one right above my shoulder that says, "Every day I play like a champion," on bright yellow paper, greatest contrast in advertising, yellow and black. And the sign should say, "Every day I play like a champion." And when you touch that sign or see it in 1/1000th of a second, the message is very strong to help you. Every day is important. This is an important day, not a day to slough off. I play. Life's like a game. I can either play or well or not. Like a champion. How does a champion play? Great attitude, extra effort, and the whole analysis in 1/1000th of a second. So make yourself one of these signs. If you run a company, put your logo on it, make it personal, put it all over your company, in hallways, on office doors, at home. Put it up where kids can see it. Have your kids touch it every day. I've seen amazing results from kids touching these signs. So every day, high five. Yeah, every day I play like a champion. This is episode number 97, Boaz Power TV, and this is called Going Into Business with Him Was a Gamble. I like to share stories about inspirational people who've done amazing things, because we can learn from them. We can get inspired to also do amazing things, because I believe you can do amazing things. So it's interesting to note on what a thin thread the universe sometimes weaves an amazing path that defines our future. It's also interesting what can happen when people cooperate in a spirit of harmony. One of the books I teach from around the world is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read this, by golly, get it. Read it every day, a couple of pages. He says it's really important for people to work in a spirit of harmony, together. Case in point, a father with two daughters in Cincinnati, Ohio, a man in England and a man in Ireland. What do all these people have to do with each other? Well, their paths would eventually cross and create a worldwide business venture with which I'm sure you're quite familiar. The year was 1837, and at that time, Cincinnati was known as the Queen City of the West. Commerce and industry were thriving there, which is more than could be said for the rest of the country. The United States was experiencing its first depression, 1837. The nation was gripped by financial panic. Hundreds of banks were closing their doors, and there was widespread concern that the United States was bankrupt. Not exactly the best time to start a new business. Entering into the picture is Alexander Norris, a Cincinnati candle maker. He had two daughters, Elizabeth and Olive. Across the ocean, we find James in Ireland. In order to escape the country's economic depression, his family immigrated to the U.S. in 1819. William, who resided in England, came to the U.S. in 1832 after a fire in his newly opened London woolens shop left him penniless. The two immigrants did not know each other. Both of them intended to head further west in their new country in order to seek their fortunes. Even though they never meant to settle there, they both ended up in Cincinnati. William took care of his ailing wife, Martha, who soon died, and James sought medical attention for himself. Now, we move ahead to 1833. James had become a soap maker and did well financially. He meets and marries Elizabeth Ann Norris, one of Alexander Norris's daughters. William, upon his arrival in Cincinnati, started a new career as a candle maker. He meets Alexander's other daughter, Olive, and within a few months of her sister's wedding, she becomes William's wife. It was in 1837 that Alexander persuaded his new sons-in-law to become business partners, to join forces and cooperate in a spirit of harmony. There is that line again, a spirit of harmony. At that time, William was 36 years old, James was 34. On April 12, 1837, as a result of Alexander Norris's suggestion, a bold new enterprise was born as William and James began making and selling their soap and candles. It was on August 22nd of that year that they formalized their business relationship by each investing $3,596.47 in the new enterprise. Remember, this is way back when. This was a lot of money. The formal partnership agreement was signed on October 31, 1837. Although the country was going through financial difficulties, the two partners were more concerned with competition from the 14 other soap and candle makers in the city of Cincinnati. A hallmark of their early growth was the fact that the two were able to stay calm in the midst of an economic storm. Isn't that a great signal and secret to success? They were able to stay calm in the midst of an economic storm. We all go through them, don't we? Hello? They had a forward-looking approach to the business, a definiteness of purpose, which is something else Napoleon Hill said. You've got to have definiteness of purpose. What is your main objective? Write it down. Be definite about it. It makes all the difference in the world. They focused on what could be rather than what was. What a valuable lesson for all of us. By 1859, 22 years after the partnership was formed, the sales of the enterprise reached $1 million, and the company had 80 employees. The company would later pioneer one of the nation's first profit-sharing programs. Instituted by a grandson of one of the founders, this program gave employees a stake in the company. He wanted to help workers realize their vital role in the company's success. The company was also innovative in being the first in American history to invest in research laboratories. With several contracts to supply soap and candles to the Union armies, the company flourished during the Civil War. Its factory was kept busy day and night. Its reputation was building as the Union soldiers returned home with the company's products. James's son was a trained chemist. In 1879, he developed an inexpensive white soap equal to high-quality imported crystals. Now, inspiration for the name of the soap came to the founder's son, Harley, as he read the following words in the Bible one Sunday at church. Out of ivory palaces. Out of ivory palaces. The soap had a white purity, mildness, and long-lasting qualities. So this soap was manufactured by the company in a new Cincinnati plant that incorporated the latest technical advances and a pleasant work environment for the employees. Doesn't that tell us something about our companies if we're running a company? Pleasant work environment for the employees. This was a progressive approach for that time. By 1890, the company was manufacturing more than 30 different types of soap, coupled with innovative advertising, including full-color ads in national magazines. The company experienced an ever-increasing demand for its products by the nation's consumers. More plants were built in the United States as well as in Canada. Now, over the years, the invention of the electric light bulb diminished the popularity of candles, and in the 1920s, the company stopped making them. Meanwhile, its research labs continued to create innovative new products, soaps for washing dishes and clothes, the first soap for washing machines, the first synthetic household detergent, the first all-vegetable shortening. These developments were all based on a pioneering approach to market research. The various products were also marketed in innovative ways, including radio and eventually television, soap operas, product sampling, and promotional premiums. That's how the soaps got their name. They were sponsored by companies that made soap. By now, you may have guessed the name of the soap was inspired by that Bible passage, Ivory Soap. Other recognizable brands by this company include Crisco Shortening, Pampers Diapers, Metamucil. In fact, there are now over 300 brand products by this company. The results of the cooperation, get the key word, the cooperation between two brothers-in-law, William Procter and James Gamble, yes, Procter and Gamble, are simply amazing. Now, perhaps there are some special people in your future with whom you could cooperate and, in a spirit of harmony, create something amazing. I believe you could, if you haven't already. We here believe that your strength is really important to me. Emotionally, spiritually, financially, health-wise. Financially, a great way to be strong is to lower your expenses, save some money, pay off some debts, and pay in cash. Those are my concepts that help me to get out of financial difficulties. I so appreciate you being with me. If you like these messages, and many people around the world really do, they find them highly beneficial, please forward this to 5 people you know. Suggest to go to my website, boazpower.com, and subscribe to the free weekly broadcast of Boaz Power TV. You are special, you are unique, you are destined for greatness. I see it in you. You are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.